He also mentions that the Sphinx has not only a man's head, it has woman's breasts. Do you know how to resist feminine charms? Now, it's funny because this is Eliphas Levi's interpretations of the Sphinx, because it has female breasts, and he's associating it from a male perspective, that what that means is you have to be able to resist feminine charms. I don't see it that way. I see the Sphinx as a very feminine symbol, but again, I think it goes beyond that. I think it's supposed to be male and female, and there's probably more significance to the symbol of the Sphinx. We don't know exactly what it is because there was no written record left of it, or at least some people, there's different interpretations of it. Next, we have to will. So again, I'm going to pull another quote. We must not set out rashly along the path of the transcendent sciences, but once started we must reach the end or perish. To doubt is to become a fool, to pause is to fall, to recoil is to cast oneself into an abyss. You therefore who are undertaking the study of this book, if you persevere with it to the close and understand it, will make you either a monarch or a madman. Do what you will with the volume, you will be unable to despise or to forget it. If you are pure, it will be your light, if strong, your arm, if holy, your religion, if wise, the rule of your wisdom. End of quote. So now, again, going back to a shamanic experience of going through a change, passing from one state to another, or dying and being reborn. There's also some cultures believe that going through such a transformation, you are either reborn or you are utterly destroyed. Either you become wise or you become a fool. You either gain the knowledge or you become a bumbling madman. So it's interesting that he mentions that again, and I correlate it to shamanic experiences of going through the transformation, being reborn, and gaining knowledge or being destroyed. Lastly, to keep silent. So I'm going to pull another quote here. Let us now enter on the series of initiations. I have said that revelation is the word. As a fact, the word or speech is the veil of being and the characteristic sign of life. Every form is the veil of a word, because the idea which is the mother of the word is the sole reason for the existence of forms. Every figure is a character. Every character derives from and returns into a word. For this reason, the ancient sages, of whom Trismegistus is the organ, formulated their sole dogma in these terms. That which is above is like that which is below, and that which is below is like that which is above. In other words, the form is proportional to the idea. The shadow is the measure of the body, calculated with its relation to the luminous ray. The scabbard is as deep as the sword is long. End of quote. So this is also how I got the idea of looking at the polar opposites of to know, to will, to dare, and to keep silent. Because for me to understand them, I had to look at what they meant, and then I also had to look at their polar opposites to kind of get a better understanding of them and to incorporate them into my daily practice, into my 4 elements, or these 4 powers, to better, kind of digest them. So the other thing about words and language are incredibly powerful. The written word and the spoken word are very powerful because it is how we express ourselves, it is how we exchange ideas, it is how we manipulate and change things around us. So the words that we speak are just as important as the moments of silence between the words. Because those, and this is one part of my video that I did the first time that I edited it out, and I kind of regret doing it. But when you speak out, you're giving your idea. When you breathe in, you're essentially taking in the power. And when you're speaking out, you're manifesting that power. So it's kind of like breathing in, breathing out, having the words said, and the silence between those words. So silence between words are just as important as the words that we speak, in my opinion. So that is the four powers of the Magi: to know, to dare, to will, and to keep silence. Another element that Eliphas Levi touches on, I think it's worth mentioning here, is that there is only, and this is another quote that I'm pulling from here, there is only one dogma in magic, and it is this: the visible is the manifestation of the invisible, or in other terms, the perfect word in things appreciable and visible bears an exact proportion to the things which are inappreciable by our senses and unseen by our eyes. The magus uplifts one hand towards the heaven and points down the other to earth, and he says, above immensity, below immensity still. Immensity equals immensity. This is true in things seen as in things unseen. So this is the tarot of the magician. If you ever see, he has the one hand up and the one hand below. It is representing as above, so below. So again, I encourage people to read Transcendental Magic. I think it is one of the best books written out there. I guarantee you that if you read it, you're gonna start thinking of things. And I think there's a lot of great information in there. And thank you so much. And as always, blessed be. Bye-bye.